What's good with it? What's up with it, YouTube fan? What's good with it? What's good with it? Oh boy, what's good with it, YouTube? I'm just gonna be on here for a quick second too. I ain't gonna be here live at all. Just thought I'd come top it up with the YouTube fan for a quick second to get some people up in the room. Let's get some people up in the room. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Man, it's no tolerance for foolishness. That grown man. It's that grown man. Making moves on my grown man ish. Still with a pen in the pad type ish. Keep the grind moving for a better life. Any mistakes I wouldn't do twice. Got bigger plans for all of man, it's no tolerance for foolishness. That grown man. It's that grown man. Making moves on my grown man ish. Still with a pen in the pad type ish. Keep the grind moving for a better life. Any mistakes I wouldn't do twice. Got bigger plans for all of
YouTube. YouTube fan, what's good? What's good? What's good with everybody out there? What's the fuck going on here? Seeing some comments pop up on my phone. Shit's weird. Yeah. Oh man. I'm just fucking around YouTube. I ain't doing nothing special today. I ain't doing nothing special with this live video shit. I think I might stop going live for a little bit. I might just start doing some uploads, some pre-recordings and shit like that. Um, shit, I feel like we might actually get more viewers doing that. So I'm gonna start doing premieres. I'm gonna start doing premieres probably Wednesday, Thursday. I'm gonna start dropping like 2 or 3 premieres a week, at least two, at least two premieres. I'm gonna try to drop a week to see how that goes. Yeah, I'm still here, man. foolish. Yeah. Yeah, YouTube, this shit, what? I'm bored, YouTube. I'm just on this bitch. Bradley in the building. Let's say, yeah, I'm here, YouTube. I'm here, YouTube. What's up with it, Bradley? What's up with it, fam? What's good with it, everybody? Let's get some more people up in this room. I know I've been quiet, but I'm trying to get more people up in the room, though. I'm gonna talk about this crazy bone and what's going on with the brother in the hospital right now. It's gonna talk about little topics like that right now, but I'm gonna wait till I get some more people up in this room. Or you know what I'm gonna start doing too? I'm gonna start doing premieres. I was just saying that before. I'm gonna start dropping at least one premiere, one or two a week. You know what I mean? I feel like that's going to help liven up my live when I go live. So definitely stay tuned to that. It gives me some time to prepare a video better. It gives me some time to, you know, not mess up on my words and tongue twisting and stuff like that. Just get to the point with a nice little video, at least once or twice out the week. Trying my best with this YouTube content. This YouTube content ain't easy. You know what I mean? Especially when you got a normal life and you got all the responsibilities to do. It's hard to entertain sometimes. But I love this YouTube shit. Love seeing what's going on in the media and the news. So let's take a look what's going on real fast with Crazy Bone.
Bone of Bone Thugs and Harmony. So reportedly on Friday, he checked himself into the hospital after he began coughing up large amounts of blood. There was later a CAT scan that revealed that there was a leaking artery in one of his lungs. So there was an emergency surgery that took place, and despite that emergency surgery, doctors were unable to staunch the bleeding. Now, he does suffer from we went over this word too, and I can't. Sarcoidosis?
What? Circle delay? Circle Soleil?
No.
What did you say, Lauren? Come on now. Get this right.
It's a rare inflammatory disease that causes the organs to become covered in lumpy nodes.
Pretty girl rings.
And now he is sedated and he is on a breathing machine, unable to breathe unassisted. So his fellow Bone Thugs and Harmony member, Busy, wrote "Pray for K" on his Instagram. Yes.
Well, sending healing energy to Crazy Bone, man. That's
Crazy.
crazy. He's only 50 years old. You know, I didn't even know he had an underlying condition.
Me either. And these are just reports too, so I'm not for sure, if there was anything else that kind of comes in the mix of this. But I know I saw somebody post, like one of the producers that he works with was just like, we were just in a studio like a few days ago.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what y'all pray for, but I pray for good health.
It's crazy, y'all. It takes 1 second.
That is like one in my top 3.
Like I'm saying, like, man, spook everybody, spook to the chat, spook everybody. I cannot see who's in the chat for some reason. It's telling me 0 people in here. The StreamYard be bugging, and that's been doing that to a lot of people's Winning Circle in the building. Salute to Winning Circle. Salute to Party Line. Salute the Nile River. Salute to BTV. You know, it's a lot of sectors I'm cool with. You know, hopefully the other sectors will start coming through here. But, you know, Party Line and Winning Circle is what it is. Nile River, too. Because a lot of people from, like, you know, Pretty Rain should be from the Nile River sector. You know what I mean? So, yeah, there's a lot going on. The StreamYard shit do be bugging. Y'all be seeing that on Brenda's page. It be going in and out. And StreamYard be on some bullshit lately. So they need to get their shit a little fixed a little better. It's telling me there's 0 people watching me right now. So if I miss y'all comments, I can't see it. I'm sorry. I'm not in the house right now. And I am using StreamYard. And I'm on my phone. So it's telling me that I ain't got nobody watching me. So, you know, just keep the comments going so I know who's here and not. Well, salute to the chat. Salute to everybody in the chat. We just playing the video. What's going on with Crazy Bone? You know, he's in the hospital. He's sedated right now. Said he got some of his arteries is clogged and he was throwing up blood. And it's just, you know, I feel bad for homie. He's only 50 years old. And, you know, I just wish well. Basically, he's on a breathing machine right now. So that's all pray for Crazy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony. You know, a Bone Thugs and Harmony fan, like which I am. Cross World, you know what I mean? First day of the month. I mean, first day of the month, get up, that's my shit right there. We used to play that shit every first day of the month, shit. Bone Thugs and Harmony. There's a lot going on with them right now. He got a lot of problems within the group and shit like that, but, you know, he just performed. He just performed with Naughty by Nature in Detroit. So, you know, this is something that just happened, and he always had a health issue. What was crazy is he checked his own self into the hospital. He just wasn't feeling well. You know what I mean? And this is the same shit that happened to Eazy-E back in the damn 90s. He checked himself into the hospital and he never came out. So that's prayers to Crazy Bone, because I don't really like that. When you check yourself into the hospital, then something bad happens, like you never get out the hospital. So you know, prayers up to him, and hopefully he got the right people around him. Let's say that once again. Hopefully Crazy Bone has the right people around him, because he's not in the right state of mind right now. So anything can happen to Crazy Bone if he doesn't have the right doctors and the right people around him, making sure they're doing their job. So that's prayers, you know, prayers up to his whole family, prayers up to the entertainment, hip hop in general. You know, we just celebrated 50 years of hip hop right now, and you know, we got somebody that's an icon in hip hop right now that's battling for his life right now, which is Crazy Bone. So I praise up to his family, y'all. I'm gonna play back the video again once I get more people up in the room. If not, I'm gonna land the plane with that one right now, but I might get back into that topic. What else is going on here? Oh yeah, I don't know if y'all seen President Biden. He was at some kind of award ceremony, like a day or two ago, and he addressed a couple of people, and he addressed LL Cool J as boy. You know, he changed it up. He did change his words back up on the spot, but he did reference LL Cool J as a boy and messing up his whole name. So let's take a look at this clip right here, y'all, from the Breakfast Club.
States of America, Joe Biden. Now, Joe Biden gave a speech at the Congressional Black Caucus Foundation's annual legislative conference on Saturday. I repeat, President Joe Biden gave a speech at the Congressional Black Caucus Foundation's annual legislative conference on Saturday. The reason I repeated where he was at twice is because the audience is very important in this situation. You're talking to black people. Okay, not to mention all this stuff is written for the president, so his writers going to share some of this hee-haw too. Okay, now President Biden was honoring recipients of this year's awards that recognize individuals who have made significant contributions to society. One of the recipients was the great James Todd Smith, LL Cool J. Dropping the clues bombs for LL Cool J. And while giving his speech, this happened.
And two of the great artists of our time representing the groundbreaking legacy of hip-hop in America, LL Cool J.
What the fuck way, you just say his name was?
Man's got biceps bigger than my thighs. I think he's
LL Cool J.
That boy?
We'll get back to that in a second.
They said that boy?
Joe Biden referred to LL Cool J as a boy. As you can hear, he corrected himself on the spot. You know
He
why?
called LL Cool J a boy on national motherfucking TV.
The word boy in the racial context.
Call him a boy.
Referring to a black man as boy. See, boy.
Definitely disrespectful, y'all. What y'all think in them comments? President Joe Biden called LL Cool J a hip hop legend a boy.
And because I was raised watching Good
Then
Times.
changed it up and called him a
And a
man.
young scholar by the name of Michael Evans broke that down to us. Why boy?
How y'all feel about the president calling a hip hop legend like LL Cool J a boy? How y'all feel about that in the comments?
That's all you needed to hear. Okay, once you knew that, you understood that boy was
Good
a
times
racist
type
word.
shit.
When the word boy is referred, when somebody uses the word boy to refer
Yes,
to an
with the
adult
LL
black
Cool
man
J.
and the speaker is white, that takes on a whole different meaning. And do you know in Alabama, a white supervisor passed up a brother for a promotion and called the brother a boy, and that black man sued? Yes, he worked at Tyson Chicken in Gadsden, Alabama, sued his employer for workplace discrimination. Look up the case. His name was John Hithen. I think I pronounced it
Discrimination, y'all.
right. Hithen.
Shit, man, y'all see that right there. You know, I got them clips on deck for y'all and shit like that. So that's really what's going on in social media right now. And our president right now, we all know he's 1,000 years old. He can't see. You know what I mean? So that's giving him the benefit of the doubt. He don't know who LL Cool J is, which is uncommon because LL Cool J been doing this shit for over 30 years. You feel me? So it's unheard of that you don't know who the fuck LL Cool J is. You can't be that under a rock. But you're talking about our president right now, so I definitely does live under a damn rock. You know what I mean? The motherfucker does live under a rock. Motherfucker like 1,000 years old with Alzheimer's. You feel me? So he's doing much more than, you know, messing up LL Cool J's name. He messed up a whole damn country. That's to a whole nother story. But him calling LL Cool J a boy, and me and you both know what he meant by that. You know, and he know what he meant by it. That's why the president had to change his words real fast. You know what I mean? He had to change that real fast because he already knew what was the backlash he was going to get from the public. It's too late. We live in an internet type phase. You know what I mean? We live in an internet type phase. So since we live in an internet type phase, place, you can't get away with saying too much stuff. You can't get away with it. You feel me? Because it's always going to be somebody there that's going to screen record it or record it. No matter if you change your words up or not, you didn't mean it, it's going to bite you back in your ass. So once again, on the Breakfast Club, Charlemagne gave President Biden Donkey of the Day, which is well deserved. It is well deserved, y'all. I mean, you call a legend Todd Smith, aka LL Cool J, a boy. You know what I mean? There's no getting past that. That's real disrespectful. And then you fucking up his whole name. Let's go back to see what he call him again. Let's go back to what the fuck he even call him. He said LL Cool J at the end, but let's go back to the video. What the fuck he called LL Cool J again?
States of America, Joe Biden. Now, Joe Biden gave a speech at the Congressional Black Caucus Foundation's annual legislative conference on Saturday. I repeat, President Joe Biden gave a speech at the Congressional Black Caucus Foundation's annual legislative conference on Saturday. The reason I repeated where he was at twice is because the audience is very important in this situation. You're talking to black people. Okay, not to mention all this stuff is written for the president, so his writers going to share some of this hee-haw too. Okay, now President Biden was honoring recipients of this year's awards that recognize.
Well, he's reading from a prompter. You know what I mean? So society. He can't read.
The recipients was the great James Todd Smith, LL Cool J, dropping the clues bombs for LL Cool J. And while giving his speech about LL, this happened.
And two of the great artists of our time representing the groundbreaking legacy of hip-hop in America, LL Cool J.
LL Cool J. The fuck?
That boy's got
LL Cool J.
My thighs. I think he's
LL Cool J. We'll get back to that in a second.
And why is he looking at his arms so like that? So like he got arms bigger than his thighs.
As you can hear, he corrected himself.
Joe Biden, yo, what is wrong with you, man? Your hair's in the wrong place, my dude.
He fully understands the word boy in the racial context around
like older than that.
To a black man.
Shit, this nigga a vampire.
Boy is absolutely a white racist word when used in a certain context, and I know that because I'm from South Carolina. Drop on the clues bomb from South Carolina.
I knew that because I
because
watched
I
Good
was
Times.
raised watching Good Times. Okay, and a young
My mom
scholar
put me
by
up
the
with
name of
Good
Mike
Times as a
11
youngin'.
broke that down to us.
Shit.
Why boy is a white racist word, if I'm not mistaken. It was season 1, episode 9. You remember this, right?
Boy is a white racist word.
That's all you needed to hear. Okay, once you knew that, you understood that boy
What's
was a white
funny?
racist
You
word.
all
And
know
the
what that
word
says to
boy
downgrade a
is
man.
referred.
Not you
When
don't.
somebody
You
uses
know
the word
why
boy
they
to
should call us a
refer to
boy
an
too? Because
adult
you're not
black
looked
man,
at
and the
as a
speaker is
man.
white, that takes on a whole different meaning. And do you know in Alabama, a white supervisor passed up a brother for a promotion and called the brother a boy, and that black man sued? Yes, he worked at Tyson Chicken in Gadsden, Alabama, sued his employer for workplace discrimination. Look up the case. His name was John Hithen. I think I pronounced his name right. Hithen.
Shit crazy, YouTube. LLJ Cool J. LLJ Cool J is what he called him. Hey, yo, man. We living in these times, y'all. I tell y'all. We living in these times where you gotta watch what the hell you say because if you don't, it's gonna bite you in your ass. Especially when you in the public, you're a public figure, public eye, right? And you want people to vote for you. Like if I was LL Cool J, I wouldn't vote for you. You couldn't even pronounce my name right. One of the easiest name, LL Cool J. You know what I mean? Like, come on. It's two L's, it's a cool, then a J. His name's not that hard to read. I can see you reading it wrong on a prompter machine and shit like that, and maybe getting the LLs wrong with I's. Little common shit like that. Or you could call him double I, Cool J, some shit like that. I could see him maybe messing up. But the boy part is what threw me off, and that's what threw everybody off. It's not him messing up his name. That's something people gonna do if you don't know who that person is and you don't know how to pronounce his name well. You know what I mean? You're not familiar with him. It happens, y'all. You know what I mean? It happens, it happens, it happens. But the boy statement, that don't just, come out your mouth. That's something that you say a lot. That's a word that he uses that word a lot. Frequently, he uses that word a lot. You know what I mean? He wouldn't just use that word like that. You know what I mean? He wouldn't just use that word like that if it wasn't in his dictionary. So that word is definitely in Joe Biden's dictionary. And that's a word that I'm sure that he uses that word a whole lot. I'm sure he uses that word a whole lot, y'all. Just seeing who else is live for a quick second, okay? Let's see who's live. Me, and I don't compete with people when other people's lives. I don't compete with it. So people come to my live for a quick second, then you go to a live that's more lit. That's okay. That's fine with me. That's cool. That's cool and dandy with me. All right. But there is gonna be a time where my shit does take off. Let me see this real fast. There's gonna be a time where my page does take off, or stuff for me does take off. You know what I mean? And just remember, I'm going to remember who stuck around and who didn't. See what I'm saying? So it's all about who stick around. And for right now, I have a few dedicated people that stick around because it ain't like I don't got the good topics to talk about. You know what I mean? I can have that all day. Right now, to be honest, I'm not really in the YouTube mind right now. I just wanted to go live, you know what I mean? Just to hop on and, talk to the family for a quick second and talk about, what's going on. I'm going to try my best to go live every day and touch on topics that's going on in the world and what's going on in social media. I'm going to try my best to touch on a lot of the top subjects. You feel what I'm saying? But for me to touch on that, I'm saying I'm going to start doing premieres because I don't got time to. I like to react with the people. You know what I mean? I'm a people type of person, and I like to react to people in my chat. But I'm about to start doing some more premieres because I like to start having a chat. Big old salute. Yeah, big old. We was talking about just a second ago. I don't know if you've seen it. What President Joe Biden addresses LL Cool J on live public TV and calls him boy. You know what I mean? So that's been in the public eye ear for a while, for like a day or two already. So a lot of people been talking about that. And President is getting a lot of backlash for that. Calling him the wrong name for one thing, but calling him boy. So let's take another look at this video for people that's just coming up in here.
States of America, Joe Biden. Now, Joe Biden gave a speech at the Congressional Black Caucus Foundation's annual legislative conference on Saturday. I repeat, President Joe Biden gave a speech at the Congressional Black Caucus Foundation's annual legislative conference on Saturday. The reason I repeat it twice is because the audience is very important in this situation. You're talking to black people. Okay, not to mention all this stuff is written
talking
for
to black people, for all black people, a black audience.
Now, President Biden was
our
honoring
president,
recipients of this year's awards that recognize individuals who have made significant
hip hop legend boy.
One of the recipients was the great James Todd Smith, LL Cool J. Dropping the clues bombs for LL Cool J. And while giving his speech about
LL, salute to LL.
Two of the great artists of our time representing the groundbreaking legacy of hip hop in America, LL Cool J. By the way,
the fuck? Why is everybody even laughing for? Like, it's funny. Is he the president? No, it's not funny. You don't get a pass.
LL Cool J.
What is he talking?
We'll get back to that in a second. A lot of people are upset that Joe Biden referred to LL Cool J as a boy. As you can hear, he corrected himself on the spot. You know why Joe Biden corrected himself? Because he's 137 years old. He fully understands the word boy in the racial context around a white man referring to a black man as boy. See, boy is absolutely a white racist word when used in a certain context. And I know that because I'm from South Carolina, drop one of the clues bombs from South Carolina. And because I was raised watching Good Times, okay? And a young scholar by the name of Michael Evans broke that down to us. Why boy is a white racist word, if I'm not mistaken.